Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome back to the news. Guys, with the way things are going in this country, everyone is just calling out Tinubu, Tinubu, Tinubu. Now, Primate Ayodele has noted that Tinubu cannot perform magic to improve our economy. Tinubu is not a magician. So people should mind the way they call out the name of the president. Because this economic hardship we are facing is not a one-day something and cannot be solved under 1 year. It will take a lot of time. So the president needs more time to solve the problems we are facing in this country. Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Now, the leader of the Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, has said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot perform magic to solve the current economic turndown Nigerians are facing. He said the economy will improve towards the end of the year. In a statement signed by his media aide Osholu Watosi, Primate Ayodele warned that things might go worse if the government fails to do the needful. He stated that the reason the economy will not be better is because the government has failed to listen to the instructions that can take the country out of its present predicament. So at this point, Nigerians have to be sincere with ourselves. The PDP have failed us. The APC have failed us. Both parties have failed Nigerians. But the highest percentage of failure definitely goes to the APC. Yes, the blame is on Tinubu because the situation got worse when it got to his turn to rule. But Nigerians should be aware that things will not get better this year because Tinubu cannot perform any magic. So if at all things want to get better, it will be towards the end of the year. So we should continue to pray that the government will do the needful. For example, the palliative the customs did was a failure because it wasn't planned. You can imagine sharing rice that has been seized, contrabanded rice. Why are they sharing the rice to the people? Look at what transpired when they were sharing that rice. 7 people died as a result of the stampede at the Nigerian Customs Service. So my country people, a lot of persons have waded in on this issue, noting how Tinubu cannot perform magic because it's obvious Tinubu inherited a dead economy because of the bad policies of the former President Muhammad Buhari. So Tinubu should not receive all the blames. The blame should also go to the previous administration and the past administration. Look at where Buhari has left us. Because many people noted how Buhari took this country 50 years backwards. So imagine a country that Buhari took 50 years backwards. Now look at where it has landed us. So it will take a whole lot of time, years, to bring this country back to its feet. So those that are saying, oh, Tinubu this, Tinubu that, Tinubu inherited this country the way it is because Buhari drew us back. So it would take us quite some time, if not some few years, to stand on our feet. But Tinubu certainly is not a magician and cannot turn things around overnight. My country people, what are your thoughts on this? Guys, at this point, Nigerians are tired. We are coming from a very rough place. Yes, the previous administration wasn't sweet. The current administration is definitely not what people anticipated for. The renewed hope agenda Tinubu brought, campaigned with, really, drew the expectations of Nigerians to a higher side. Lots of people were anticipating for a better change due to the Renew Hope agenda. But at last, the president failed to meet up to the expectations of Nigerians. That's why the people are complaining. There are several protests here and there. Primate Ayodele noting how Tinubu cannot, be a magician overnight and turn things around for the country. But then, we hope that the president will listen to the cries of the people, because most of his policies are tends to be anti-people's policies that, is really affecting the people, most especially the poor masses, the poor Nigerians. So Primate Ayodele, who is the leader of the Irun Evangelical Spiritual Church, has shockingly revealed that he doubts President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's capacity to do miracles in the face of Nigeria's current economic difficulties. And according to Ayodele, the improvement in the country's economic status will not happen within a year. It won't happen, it will take a long time. So Primate Ayodele has voiced his concerns in a statement released by his media assistant and warned that neglecting to take the required step could make the already terrible situation worse. Ayodele emphasized that the government's failure to heed advice on how to navigate the country out of its present challenges has contributed to the bleak economic outlook. So at this point, Tinubu inherited the economy the way it is, just that the situation tends to get worse when it got to his turn to rule. It is not totally his fault, according to Primate Ayodele. So my country people, highlighting the urgency of the situation, Ayodele has warned that continued inaction by the government could, really worsen the nation's economic woes. He criticized the delayed distributions of custom palliatives, labeling it as a failure due to poor planning and execution. So at this point, Ayodele's bold assertions has sparked a debate on the Nigeria's economic trajectory and the efficiency of the government's interventions in addressing pressing issues. His warning now serves as a wake-up call to policymakers, to citizens alike, urging for a concentrated effort towards sustainable solutions in this country. Now, Ayodele's insight has prompted reflections on the role of leadership, accountability, and proactive measures in steering the nation towards recovery. And Primate Ayodele has been, dishing out a lot of predictions, dishing out a lot of prophecies, and how he sees the country in the next 3 months, 5 months, and etc. So in the face of this adversary, Ayodele's message really underscores the importance of navigating, unity to make sure Nigeria comes out, prosperous. So my country people, what are your thoughts on Primate Ayodele's words? On Tinubu not being a magician? I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.